Hello, everyone. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, Akeem. Today, we are going to consider a very simple topic in mathematics, which is fraction. So, what are we going to do in fraction? We are going to subtraction of fraction. This topic is for the junior students. I am trying to put them into consideration. So, let's go solving it. We have this question here. 5 whole number 3 all over 5 minus 2 whole number 2 all over 3. How can we solve this question? Of course, the first thing we are going to do is to rule a line. Then we can now subtract the whole number, as in the 5 and the 2. 5 minus 2 will give us 3. So we have 3 here. Then we are going to consider the denominators of the two fractions. We have 5 here and 3 here. So we need to find the LCM of 5 and 3. What is the LCM of 5 and 3? That should give us 15. So we have 15 here. Now, 5 in 15, as in 15 divided by 5, we have 3. 3 times 3 will give us 9. Minus at the center, we have 3 in 15. That will give us 5. 5 times 2 will give us 10. As a matter of fact, this is the main reason why I said we should solve this kind of a question. Because if you look at this, we have 9 minus 10. 9 minus 10 will give us a negative answer. And normally, we are not expected to get a negative answer in this kind of a question because we have an whole number here. What do? We are going to borrow from this whole number 3. That means I am going to borrow 1 from this whole number. And there is a way you always borrow when you are solving a question like this. When you borrow 1 from this 3, the one you borrow, you must multiply that 1 with the LCM 15. So if I borrow 1 from here, that means this whole number now will remain 2. 2 will be left here. Then the 1 I borrowed here, I am going to multiply it by 15. 1 times 15 will actually give me 15, of which I'm going to add the 15 to this 9 that is here. If you do it like that, you are going to have this one now, the whole number will turn to 2. We still have our LCM as 15. So the 15, the 1 times 15 is 15. Then we have 15 plus 9 minus 10. 15 plus 9 will give us 24. So we are going to have from here the LCM line, we have our 15. So we are going to have two whole number, then 24 minus 10. What is 24 minus 10? That will of course give us 14. So our final answer now will now be two whole number 14 all over 15. What I noticed that so many students used to do is that instead of borrowing from here, they will rather prefer to convert this equation, this mixed fraction, they will convert it to an improper fraction. Then they will also convert this one to an improper fraction. They will do the division. Why in improper fraction? Then when they now get the final answer, they will now convert the final answer to a mixed fraction. I noticed that that method is too long and you need a shorter method. Of course, this one is shorter than that. So I want to encourage those students to get used to this method. Let's look at the second question here. We are given another question that is similar to the first one we solved. We have here whole number 10 whole number 3 all over 8 minus 4 whole number 5 all over 8. How do we go about solving it? We are still going to use the same method with the first one we solved. The first thing, we rule a line. Then the LCM of 8 and 8, of course that is 8. We have our 8. Then this one will now give us 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 will of course give us 6. I can write 8 in 8. That will give us 1. Then 1 times 3 will give us 3. Minus 8 in 8 again. That will of course give us 1 times 5. We have 5 there. So this is similar to the first one we did. 3 minus 5 will give us minus 2. But we have a number here. So we are not expected to get a negative answer. What do we do again? We are going to borrow 1 from this 6. When you remove 1 from 6, you get 5. When you borrow 1 from here, now this one now turns to 5. Then the one you borrow, multiply it by 8. That is 8. 1 times 8 is 8. Then you now add it to this 3. So if you do that, you have this will give us 5 whole number minus 8. Then we have 8 plus 3 minus 5. What is 8 plus 3? That will give us 11. So we are left with 5 whole number 11 minus 5 all over 8. That will eventually give us 6 all over 8, of which we can simplify this fraction further. We can reduce it to the lowest term. And if you look at the two of them, you notice that 6 and 8, they are both even number. So we can always divide an even number by 2. So this one I have 2 in 6 is 3, 2 in 8 is 4. So my final answer now will now be 5 whole number 3 all over 4. Of course, this is mathematics made easy by Hakeem Ola. In our next episode, we will continue solving questions on fraction. Enjoy your day.